Hello there. Were you at the Wellington protest and considered a hero of the protest, somewhat of a leader, but only afterwards because there were obviously no leaders there? That's one of the reasons why it fell into disarray and nobody knew exactly what was going on. Then you may be entitled to start your own political party. Now, if you're going to be building a political party from scratch, there's a couple of things that you need to get right, particularly if you're going in this freedom movement, which seems to be a really popular path these days. Make sure that your party has a cult of tradition, something that basically picks and chooses what you like from the past and incorporates that into your policies today. Doesn't matter whether or not modernism is evil and horrible and, a slide into depravity. Those elements of tradition are really important. Remember, anybody who disagrees with you, you can Nuremberg them. Just Nuremberg them. That's all you have to do. Give them a death warrant. It's not difficult. Just tell them exactly what it is that they've done wrong and why there's not going to be any kind of fair trial. You're just going to kill them. Make sure that you're always hyping up how different people are from you and your followers, because that difference is really important for making you stand out and not at all a terrible, terrible thing to do. Make sure you also appeal to the middle class because they're obviously the ones that are going to be the most swayed by what it is that you're doing. And it's much easier to tell the middle class that the lower classes are after you when the upper class are trying to take everything off you, and you don't really want to admit it because you might be upper class one day. Don't forget as well, you've got to push all of those crazy conspiracy theories that everyone keeps telling you is crazy. The WEF, the WHO, Pfizer, all working together to do whatever it is that they do, and somehow there's baby blood involved. Just think of a conspiracy and you'll be absolutely fine. And don't forget, you also need to make sure that everybody is always angry, because when you do that, they're much more likely to, one, give you money, and two, vote for you, and three, believe anything you have to say because they're living in a constant state of fear. And it's kind of scary when you live in a constant state of fear. Don't forget as well, you can be really contemptible to the weak. Anybody you consider weak, you look down on them. You don't want to help them. You don't want to make sure that they're doing better in life. You just want to stand on their throats. But also, most importantly, remember to tell everybody that they're a hero for supporting you, for letting you do what you do. You're not there to tell them what's happening. You're there to be one of them, working on their behalf. These are the hallmarks of a great freedom party movement. So if you want to start one, absolutely follow those, which is what they're doing at the moment. By the way, those are actually on a list known as Umberto Eco's list of fascism. He put out 14 points on how to identify a fascist party or state or mindset. And you can find them all in my Substack that's coming out on the weekend, or you could just look them up on Wikipedia. Either works for me. Most of these freedom parties are pushing fascist ideals without admitting it, and probably some don't even realize it because, let's face facts, they're not that bright. On the other hand, the more little political parties that are trying to split that tiny percentage of vote for the crazy conspiracy theorist group, the better. I'm very happy with that. Let them duke it out for that less than 1%.